Ever think about the real end of the story? Not just ours, but like Earth's, the whole
It's
cosmos.
a massive question, isn't it? What happens way down the line?
Exactly. So today we're diving into a journey through the far future. It's this source that actually tries to map it all out. We're talking like the next 1,000 years, right up to the universe basically turning off the lights.
Yeah, it's an incredibly ambitious scope. Takes you from things you can almost imagine happening soon to stuff that's just mind-bending.
Okay, let's start relatively small then. 1,000 years. What does this journey suggest our world looks like?
Well, picture this.
Hmm?
Our big, impressive buildings, they're starting to crumble. Nature's kind of taking over again.
Uh-huh.
But interestingly, the atmosphere, it's actually cleaning itself up a bit. The extra CO2 we've pumped out starts getting reabsorbed.
Oh, right. So a bit of recovery there.
A bit, yeah. But coastlines look different. Greenland's ice melt means rising oceans, flooding coastal areas we know today. That's already unfolding, really.
And didn't the source mention something about the stars?
Ah, yes. Polaris won't be the North Star anymore. Earth wobbles, slowly, so a different star takes over that role.
Wild. Okay, fast forward 10,000 years. What's the scene?
This is where things get profoundly different for humanity's legacy. Think about languages. They'll likely be totally unrecognizable if they even trace back to ours at all,
Hmm, go on.
pretty much. On the plus side, Chernobyl, the exclusion zone. Probably safe to live there again. The radiation subsides over that kind of timescale.
Okay, that's something, I guess.
But the planet itself keeps changing. The Earth's axis tilts more, messing with seasons in ways we aren't used to. And our cities, erosion is seriously getting to work on them, starting to disappear back into the landscape.
Shows how temporary even our biggest marks are, doesn't it?
It really does. Geological time just operates on a different level.
Okay, let's take a bigger leap. 50,000 to, say, 1,000,000 years out. What kind of cosmic drama unfolds?
Right, now we're looking outwards more.
Yeah.
Voyager 1, that little probe we sent out, it'll have a distant flyby of the star Sirius. Just keeps going.
Still out there.
Yep. Back on Earth, the risk of supervolcanoes erupting becomes, well, statistically more significant. Events that could really reshape continents.
Yikes.
And the night sky, the constellations we see, totally rearranged. Stars move, Plus, there's a chance Betelgeuse, that big red star, could go supernova.
Oh, wow. That'd be a sight.
A spectacular one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Briefly outshine everything else. It reminds you the universe isn't static.
Definitely not. So, shifting back to Earth, but further still, 1 million to 100 million years. What's happening to the planet itself?
Okay, so remnants of us, they're really fading now. Glass, windows, bottles, it breaks down, eventually turning back into sand.
Even glass. Huh.
Yep, and the ice ages. They continue their cycle. Glaciers advancing, retreating, carving up the land again and again.
Right, the planet's own rhythm.
Exactly. And some big geological shifts. Imagine the Mediterranean Sea completely drying up, just gone, replaced by a huge desert.
Whoa.
But then, over in East Africa, the Great Rift Valley keeps tearing apart, and a whole new ocean could form there.
So, land disappears, new oceans form.
Pretty much. Even something like Mount Rushmore. Eroded smooth. The face is just worn away by wind and rain over millions of years.
A powerful image of erasure. Okay, now for a really fundamental shift. 100 million to 1 billion years. The source says Earth becomes unrecognizable.
Yeah, this is a major turning point. Solar eclipses. They stop happening. The moon drifts too far away from Earth.
No more eclipses, okay.
And critically, photosynthesis, the basis for almost all complex life, starts to fail as the sun changes and CO2 levels drop too low for plants. That means mass extinctions, the end of complex life as we know it.
That's profound.
It is. Earth's orbit might even become chaotic. And there's this wild speculation that maybe, just maybe, Venus could become more Earth-like as the sun brightens. But for Earth, the party's over for complex life.
Okay, so Earth is fading, but the solar system story isn't done. What about the sun itself? Billion to 10 billion years.
Right, the sun enters its final act. It runs out of hydrogen fuel in its core. Long before it fully dies, Earth becomes way too hot for liquid water. Utterly uninhabitable.
Right. Game over for Earth.
Absolutely. Around the same cosmic time, our Milky Way galaxy is set to collide and merge with Andromeda, a huge galactic mashup.
Wow.
Then the sun itself swells up into a red giant. It'll likely swallow Mercury, Venus, maybe even Earth.
Engulfed by the sun.
Probably. And after that phase, it shrinks down, collapses into a white dwarf. Just a dense, hot embers slowly cooling over trillions of years.
The end of our solar system, basically. What
Mhm.
about even beyond that? The really deep future, 100 billion, trillions of years?
It gets really speculative here, obviously.
Yeah.
But the source suggests galaxies in our local group merge into one giant supergalaxy. Star formation pretty much stops everywhere the universe runs out of gas.
A darker universe.
Much darker. There are theories like the Big Rip, where cosmic expansion tears everything apart, but that's just one idea. The cosmic microwave background, the echo of the Big Bang, fades away completely.
Nothing left of the beginning?
Effectively, yeah. Black holes probably dominate what's left. And maybe, just maybe, protons themselves decay, meaning all matter eventually dissolves over unimaginable timescales. Galaxies just evaporating.
From crumbling buildings in 1,000 years to dissolving galaxies trillions of years from now. That's
Yeah.
quite the journey. When you think about this whole vast story, this cosmic timeline, what does it make you think about, well, now?
It really puts our moment into perspective, doesn't it?